Okay, so you're on site, you're doing a good job, but you're not getting paid. So you might be in a situation where you've got a list of 10 separate events and you're not getting paid for any of them, and you want to know what to do with the next stage. How do you deal with your client and try to get paid for these events? Now, what you want to do, the first thing you want to do is go through each of these events and look at them with three different factors. First of all, you want to look at the value of the event. How much is it worth? If it's worth a lot of money to you, then obviously it's something that you might want to pursue. But also, if it's not worth much money, you might decide not to bother. The next thing you need to look at is the strength of your claim. If you've been issued, let's say, a new design, you've got drawings that are in the contract at PO1 revision, you've now got PO2 drawings that have been issued to you, you might think, okay, that's a fairly strong claim we've got there. It's obvious that the design has changed. So that might be something you put into consideration. And then the last section is also, we need to look at how complicated is this? How difficult is it going to be to put this in front of someone, whether we put this in front of senior management or a third party, and explain to them what's happened. So those are the three things. You need to go through all your events and look at what is the value of them, what is the strength of them, and how complicated is each of them. And then once you've decided, once you've got your list of events, now you can put together your strategy. And now there are three things we need to think about when we're thinking about our strategy. First of all, we need to think about what is our relationship with our clients. Once we start getting third parties involved, obviously the costs of that's going to go up, but also it can cause problems with our relationships with our client. It can distract from delivery on site. And then also we need to think about our budget. You know, how much money have we got to deal with here? How much money can we assign to dealing with this issue and trying to resolve it? And also the other thing we need to think about, and this also ties into our budget, is do we need any third party help? Do we need to get an external consultant who can come in, take an objective look at our situation and try to help us resolve these issues? So these are the two things. We need to start here, look at each of the events, and then once we've done that together, then we need to, these are the things that we think about when we're trying to put together our strategy. How do we deal with our client? And this is what we think about. This is the first stage we think about. If we're in a situation where we're working on site and we're not getting paid and we've got a list of issues, this is the first thing to do, start to put together a strategy.